Hey everyone, TTL back with another quick rush kit for you. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the MSI 2070 Armour. Now we're only going to be looking at a physical look of it because it is technically under NDA and I'm still not entirely sure if I'm even allowed to show you this much. So this is the Armour version. I'm not allowed to talk about prices yet. I'm not allowed to talk about core count and all that sort of stuff yet. I'm pretty sure you will be able to find all those details online. It's just something that I am not allowed to say in this video. So twin fans on the card. They're actually the I think they call them the Torx fans. Yeah, it's the Torx and it's the second generation fans. There is a third generation, but you get those on the slightly more expensive cards. There is a fair bit going on with the cooler, if I'm honest, but we'll just give you a look around. As we do come around this side, you can see that we've got a normal twin slot cooler, and as I come around that little bit more, you can see that it does poke out a little bit, so it's like a 2.5 slot. When we open up the sides, it's pretty much the same as the other RTX cards in that there's 3 display ports, a HDMI and a USB-C, which is kind of cool. Around the back we've got a nice single big fat back plate. You see it all looks rather nice, it's brushed, get the silver MSI logo going on. As we come back around the other way, so you get a different perspective about what's going on with the card itself. I am trying to whiz round this really quickly, just so that we can cover everything for you. So this is the side of the card that you'd be able to see. It's obviously upside down, but I've done that just so that we can get a better angle. You can see that you've got the support bracket here, which does come all the way along the card, pretty much up to the 2 power connectors, 6 and an 8. What we can see here though is, in fact I need to go down a little bit lower for you. So just to let you know where we are, that's where you can see the heat pipes, so the main core in the middle, and then you can see that you've got the choke and the capacitor there in direct contact with the heatsink. But the heatsink itself isn't in contact with the black section, and it's the black section that is going to be cooling the MOSFETs. If we spin the card around, you can get a view from the other side. So capacitor, choke, MOSFETs are under this bit. And if you look carefully, you can see the pinkish thermal pad. The camera won't focus in that tight, but you can see the pinkish thermal pad coming up from the MOSFETs. So MOSFET, then the big square choke, then the round cylindrical capacitor. That's the order that it flows in. This part here, it's not mentioned in the MSI paperwork, but that to me looks like a fuse, and that's something that I've seen on EVGA cards in the past, so I will quiz them about that and report back in the main review on the OC 3D TV channel. When we scroll along, we do get to the main bulk of the heatsink. You can see the big aluminium base. You can see some of the electrical components here as well, having thermal pads on them. The memory is mainly cooled by that big aluminium block section as well, because the black section here, which is like a brace, is actually too far out. So all the memory appears to be underneath that aluminium block section in the middle. So with the card the right way up for what you would be able to see, we can pan around. Don't forget, you can pause at any moment. Where I am limited about what I'm allowed to say and show you, I'm just trying to give you as many views as possible. So with what I'm allowed to say being very limited, that's a pretty good first view of the card for you. Then obviously we will be doing a full review on this for the 16th of September. But for now, that is your MSI 2070 Armour.